Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right everybody, time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books, movies, and TV. And let's start with some TV news. Patrick Stewart returns to Star Trek. That's right, Jean-Luc Picard. The role is being reprised by Patrick Stewart for a CBS All Access, all-new Star Trek series that's going to focus on the next chapter of Jean-Luc Picard's life. For a Star Trek fan like myself, this is huge news. I'm so pumped, so excited. Discovery was already good enough to warrant my yearly CBS All Access subscription, but adding in a Picard show that continues on the story from Picard and outward, oh, dude, totally down for that. Very excited for this news. Extremely excited for this news. As soon as we find out more, of course, we'll let you know about it, but this is just my dream come true. That's so awesome to me. The Venom trailer, new Venom trailer released this week. We've been chatting about it over on the PCP Army on Facebook. Yeah, the trailer's all right. It seems decent. It seemed to kind of just reveal a little too much. Like, if you really pay attention, you can tell exactly what the infight's going to be and who the main villain's going to be and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people are kind of worried about Eddie Brock's voice, his accent, what Tom Hardy, the actor, is using for Eddie Brock's accent. I like it. It seems fine. My biggest problem with this trailer wasn't how it looked or anything like that, but some of the CG to me looked a little wonky when up against an actual human person, especially when he's like, they show his face inside of it. Anyway, I think that was all gonna, I just don't think that's all finished yet or something, hopefully. But the voice didn't really bother me, neither Eddie Brock's or Venom's. I thought that was kind of cool. Venom was a little difficult for me to understand. That's why I had to rewatch the trailer a few times to make sure he said turd in the wind at the end of the trailer. That's really bad. That's bad. I don't like that. That seems stupid. That seems dumb. I don't know. That could be just an edited version of whatever that dialogue's supposed to be because the movie's rated R or something like that. But I don't know. That trailer kind of had me until the turd in the wind part, and it just kind of, I don't know. Daredevil Season 3 confirmed release this year. No release date yet, but it's going to happen before the end of the year. And that's kind of exciting. It says it's kind of like they're anticipating this to be a return to form. To return to what Daredevil Season 1 was. Because I love Daredevil Season 1. Season 2, I really liked the first half, and in the second half, it just completely went wonky and lost me. But I'm really excited to see that return to form, maybe the return of the Kingpin, things like that, a resurgence of Wilson Fisk. But I'm excited, and it's really crazy that these things just happen and you don't even realize it. Like, all of a sudden there's Luke Cage, all of a sudden there's Iron Fist, all of a sudden here's Daredevil. Pretty crazy, but that's kind of exciting. Also, James Gunn, the Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of the cast got together, released a statement asking DC to reinstate James Gunn as the director. And the rumors are that Disney's not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're going to go ahead with another director and just try to do what they're going to do. So James Gunn seems to be done at Marvel Studios. That's kind of sad to me because I really like Guardians 1 and 2, but it is what it is, and we're just going to have to move on. And I'm sure that cast and that Marvel Studios can find a decent director to come in and kind of fix some things up. Maybe the cat that did Thor Ragnarok, I've heard his name kind of tossed around by a few people. That sounds kind of nifty, really, really cool. Some comic book news, not a lot this week. We're still reeling from the post-San Diego Comic-Con after effects of a light comic book news week. So it's kind of just some all right news. But anyway, Immortal Men, that book from the New Age of Heroes, that's getting canceled at issue number 6. It's going to be the final issue. That one never really took off. James Tynion said that it was going to have to drop off or pick up a new writer anyway at some point because his workload just kind of increased. He's doing Justice League Dark, writing every few issues of Justice League with the Legion of Doom stuff. So lots of stuff for Tynion going on at the company. But this is just kind of confirming what we're thinking, is that the majority of the New Age of Heroes books are going to be canceled. Rumors are that the Terrifics might make it through the cut. The books initially, they wanted to go for 12 to 18 issues, have a big crossover between them. It just didn't pan out. I felt like it was too much too soon. I really feel like No Justice and the relaunch of New Justice and the Justice League books and Bendis on Superman would have been enough post-metal for DC. But they at least have unleashed these new characters into the DC universe. Silencer is a favorite of mine. The Brimstone character I really like. I like Damage as a character, just didn't really like the book after Tony Daniel left. But we're expecting the New Age of Heroes books to kind of go away, so expect some more announcements like that. I would guarantee it. Also, finally, Doom Patrol number 12 is finally coming out, but it's going to have artwork by Dan McDade. He's going to be working from layouts provided by Nick Darrington. This issue is supposed to be coming out in October, and it's kind of listed as a final issue. I believe it's just a final issue of this volume. Gerard Way has promised more Doom Patrol in the future, but I think it's going to be way off into the future, so I would not hold our breaths for any more Doom Patrol coming very, very soon, except for this final issue for the current volume, number 12, which is supposed to finally hit in October. So I hope so. That's super exciting. Anyway, that's the news we got for you. Be sure to check back here tonight if you're watching this on Sunday morning or afternoon. Sunday, 7 o'clock Central Time. That's when we do the live streams. Robbie Rants Lives. Come and chat with me. We're going to look at the upcoming comic books for the week. We're going to talk about movies, trailer reactions, things like that. All kinds of fun to be had every Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, here on the Pop Culture Philosophers YouTube channel. So please do like, share, and subscribe, and comment below anything about anything you want to talk about, especially anything I covered on the Pop Culture Wrap-Up. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Be sure to check us out, popculturephilosophers.com, for podcasts and a whole lot more. And the podcast will be returning very, very soon. And be on the lookout for our Christopher Robin Movie Monday tomorrow. But please do join us tonight for the live stream, 7 o'clock Sunday. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us, and keep on keeping on.